You want to go to Hoth? Seriously? The day just keeps getting stranger. The shuttle is prepped and ready. We're just waiting for clearance from the station controller to launch.
Never even heard of this planet before. What should I expect?
I hope you like ice. You've got your ice canyons, your ice plains, some ice mountains. Really, you ought to try to savor this delay. Every minute you're not freezing to death is a good one.
Great. I can scratch freeze to death on a desolate backwater planet off my to-do list.
That's the spirit. Before I forget, you'll need this cold weather equipment. If you're lucky, you won't use it much.
Everything checks out. You are cleared for launch.
You should check in with the commander at Auric Base when we land. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about Hoth.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see just about anyone who's not in an Imperial uniform these days. Welcome to Auric Base. What's left of it. I'm Lieutenant Laskin. Did Republic Command send you? Did they get my distress signal?
I don't think your signal got through. The station seemed pretty calm.
You don't know? If you're not here to answer my distress call, I don't know what we're going to do. We can't hold out much longer. An explosion in one of the speeder hangars knocked out main power. Within seconds, we were under heavy Imperial fire. Our shields haven't switched to auxiliary power yet.
Who's the big shot around here?
As the most senior officer left, I've been trying to contact Republic Command. I don't know what to do here. We still have men in the field on a critical mission. Or we did when we were attacked anyway. Between the Imperials and the cold. I don't have enough people for a search party. Please, if you could head out there. You're their only chance.
What makes you think they haven't already frozen to death?
I know it's a long shot, but the mission they were on is vital. They were headed out to check the long-range sensors. With those running again, we'd have some warning before another attack hit. If you reach them, give them these. Fresh weapons and supplies. And they might make it back. And thank you. Am I seeing things? I didn't think there was anyone else left alive on this planet.
What's the word from Auric Base? There's nothing on the comm but static. I was starting to think they pulled out and left us.
Auric Base is in bad shape. They took heavy casualties, and they need all the help they can get.
See? I told you to stop being so negative. They didn't leave us. They're just nearly all dead.
Right. You're a model of optimism. What about our mission? We can't leave the sensors like this.
I thought you'd be anxious to get back to the base. Did I miss something?
We came out here to check the long-range sensors. They were damaged in the attack, but they're easily fixable.
If you can get to them. Which we obviously couldn't.
Without the sensors, Auric Base is blind. They won't have any warning the Empire is coming. If you can reach the arrays, you can bring them back online. There are a lot of Imperials in the area, though.
We'd better get moving if we're not gonna freeze to death. See you back at the base. You made it! Welcome back! With the long-range sensors working again, it's starting to look like we might pull through this after all. It was a lucky day for us when you decided to come to Hoth. Those men owe you their lives. Thank you.
A few more men and an early warning system aren't going to save this base from the Empire.
Sir, a distress flare was just fired from the power relay.
That relay's the only reason we still have shields and heat. If the Tals defending it are being overrun.
Orders, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
Is Lieutenant your first name? For an officer, you don't seem to have any leadership skills.
I'm sorry. Please, go to the relay. If you can't hold off the Empire, send up a flare. We'll try to evacuate as much of the base as we can.
When they saw the distress flare, Auric Base thought you were about to be slaughtered.
It worked! When I got a transmission from the Tals, I thought it might have been a fluke. This is fantastic.
Lieutenant, we're receiving messages on all channels. Kresh Outpost is reporting in now.
We're not alone out here anymore. Oh, this is gonna be fabulous for morale.
With communications back online, you should be able to call for backup, or at least new orders.
Sir, I've picked up an urgent transmission from the Crescent Canyon facility. Putting it through now.
Sounds like you could use a professional.
Those people have been kicked around by everyone who's come here. The Orderlands were the first people on Hoth. They came here as colonists. Their facility at Crescent Canyon has the best cold weather technology on Hoth. Technology that's now in Imperial hands.
Alright, what's the next step?
Try to reach Supervisor Aldo. He's in charge of the facility. Contact me once you found him. Good luck.
I gotta ask, have you ever actually convinced anyone with that line? Or are you just that optimistic?
Those who report Republic sympathizers will be rewarded. Those who harbor the anarchists in our midst will be punished. Which would you rather be?
Come on out. You're probably not going to get to see another hero up close, you know.
The Republic stole this planet from your people. The Empire will give it back to you, if you only let us.
We can't let him get away with it.
You're all alone out here. The Senate doesn't care what happens to the Outer Rim. Surrender, and you can leave Hoth alive.
Go, but the Empire hasn't won yet. There's still time to save your people if you're willing to try.
Lieutenant, you better get out of there. You're sitting on top of a gas mine and the Empire's about to blow it up.
What? Are you serious? I'll send everyone who can hold a blaster to your position. Try to buy us some time.
If this doesn't work, it's gonna get very hot very fast over there.
Understood. And thanks. We have a lot of wounded in Kolto tanks. We need more time. Head into the mines and try to stop them from igniting the gas. We'll prepare for the worst. Good luck.
Thank goodness I got to you in time. You're walking into a trap. The Orderlands have betrayed us.
You were at Auric Base, weren't you? How'd you get here ahead of me?
The, lieutenant sent me here right after you left. We intercepted a transmission from Supervisor Aldo to Coral Torin, telling him you were on your way.
You overheard this right after I left? As in, before I even got to Crescent Canyon?
Well, I was hoping you'd cooperate, but I guess we'll do this the other way. Don't kill me. You've got to understand. I had no choice.
I hope they paid you in credits. Imperials don't honor their IOUs.
The Republic is looking for some prototype that crashed here. The thing probably burned up in the atmosphere. We're never going to find it. With the Republic, the only way I leave Hoth is in a body bag. The Empire offered to ship me back to the core.
Did the Empire's offer specify that you'd be alive?
It was more of a chance than what the Republic was offering me. But what happens to me now?
You've done enough damage.
No!
That's far enough. You must know by now that no backup is coming. You're all alone down here. Surrender your weapons and I'll see that you're returned to Republic space.
I noticed that you didn't specify returning me alive.
A minor detail. Surely you understand that this conflict is pointless? Even if you save the base, those men will die here. One lost ship is worth more to the Republic than all the soldiers on this planet. They will never leave Hoth alive.
You realize you're a dead man, right?
Very well then. I'll make this quick and painless.
That was a mother of a fight. I can't believe we stopped them in time.
That was so easy I fell asleep doing it.
The area's secure. Maybe you should let the lieutenant know the base isn't about to explode.
Welcome back. I can't thank you enough for this. I just finished my report to Republic Command. General Ando wanted to speak with you when you returned.
Why would General Ando want to talk to me?
The base wouldn't even be standing if it weren't for you. I think he just wants to thank you. Just a moment. Lieutenant Laskin to Republic Command? General, do you read me?
This is Ando, and you must be the spacer that Lieutenant Laskin has been telling me about. On behalf of the entire Republic, I commend you. Your actions have saved countless lives, not only on Hoth, but throughout the galaxy. Is there anything you'd like to say on this occasion?
If I hadn't come here, Auric Base would be a smoldering crater. The lieutenant should be stripped of his rank.
I have to admit, it was only good luck that you happened along. Lieutenant Laskin, you are hereby relieved of duty. You'll be leaving Auric Base on the next transport. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
I didn't ask to speak with you solely to offer congratulations, I'm afraid. We received a garbled transmission from Crash Outpost. We suspect the signal was being jammed. The only word we could make out was Chiss.
I'll go there and find out what's happened.
I know we've asked a lot of you already. I assure you, the Republic knows how much she owes you for this. Good luck out there. Ando out.
Well, this is a surprise. You've got good timing. Normally I wouldn't expect anyone to come to this outpost, let alone a spacer. But we just got a break that could make this the hottest spot on Hoth. We got a message from one of the Chiss.
Aren't they allied with the Empire? What did they want?
Here, I'll let the transmission speak for itself.
Republic Outpost, do you copy? I'm under heavy fire and I haven't got much time. I've stolen a data disk of time-sensitive information from Imperial intelligence. I'm offering this to you in exchange for sanctuary. The Empire is hunting me. I don't know how long I can hold out. Send help and I'll give you whatever you want.
There's no way a Chiss would actually betray the Empire. This has to be a trick.
If it's true, though, we're about to lose a potential ally and a weapon against the Empire. If we're going to act, we have to act fast.
You want me to go rescue him, I take it.
We don't have the manpower. If anyone is going to save him, it's gotta be you. The signal came from a crashed dropship not far from here. Be careful. Bring the Chiss back if you can, but if it does look like a trap, get out.
Turns out the blue guy was telling the truth. The Empire killed him. I found the data disk at least.
It's just as well. I'm not sure the men really wanted a Chiss hanging around here. The data disk is the critical thing. Let's get a look at it. Lieutenant, we need this decrypted.
Yes, sir. This is from Imperial Intelligence. It looks like it's a strategic assessment of the Ortolan geothermal power station. Maps, avenues of attack.
The geothermal station is currently held by the White Maw. If the Empire takes it from them, we're in trouble.
Exactly what will happen if the Empire's plan succeeds?
Capturing the power station would give the Empire a completely self-sufficient fortified base on our doorstep. They'd be able to launch attacks from there with impunity. We'd never drive them out.
There's not many problems a good blaster can't fix.
We don't have the manpower to defend that power station. Once you leave, the Empire could just take it. There's only one thing to do. Destroy it before they get there. Take these remote charges.
Time for a little mayhem.
It's not ideal, but we can't let the power station fall into Imperial hands.
Nobody mentioned there were civilians in here. At least you have your freedom. Go. Start over somewhere else. The Imperial Army will be here any second. You might want to take cover before they get here. Best of luck to you.
Our sensors didn't pick up any explosions. Did something go wrong?
Things got rowdy in a hurry.
You fought the Imperial Army? On your own? Are you serious? Remind me never to cross a spacer. Thank you. You've probably just saved the lives of half the soldiers on Hoth.
That was so easy I fell asleep doing it.
There are a lot of people on Hoth who could probably use your help. Listen, I know this is asking a lot, but we've lost contact with Lieutenant Kirill at 10th Outpost. I don't know what's happened there, but I suspect they're in trouble.
I conferred with every man in the platoon. Even if we sent everyone we have, we couldn't strike the Brotherhood effectively.
Then you see my point. A combined operation might have a chance. You didn't say you had visitors.
What are you doing here? We haven't seen a new face in weeks. How did you make it past the Hailstorm Raiders?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Then you are lucky not to have encountered them in the passes. The Brotherhood are White Moor pirates, the worst of the lot. They are savages, frankly. Cultists and marauders from some other ice planet that came to Hoth to test their limits. They hunt and murder those who cannot survive in the cold as they do. Republic and Imperials alike.
If you came to talk, talk.
My men are in the same situation as Lieutenant Kirill's, cut off with no resupply possible.
If we don't join forces, they'll whittle us down until we leave our outposts in search of food. Then we die.
How does that compare to being betrayed at some critical point by the enemy?
Without help, our deaths are a certainty. Anything is better. What we need is for someone to bait a trap. If we fire a distress flare out on the ice, the Brotherhood will come running to attack.
When that happens, my squad can surround them and wipe them out. All the bait would need to do is last until they arrive.
Just so we're clear, I killed double-crossers.
I assure you, if I wanted to ambush the Republic, I've already had plenty of opportunity.
Here's the distress flare. Fire once if all is as planned. Twice if the Imperial help isn't enough. Good luck out there. The Brotherhood knows that ice better than their own backsides. You did it. I haven't seen that many dead Brotherhood since we first came to the planet.
Agreed. It was efficacious.
I'll assume that was the Imperial equivalent of enthusiasm, Captain.
It was. My scouts are in pursuit of the fleeing Brotherhood now. We'll see what they find.
All right. What's the next step?
Now, we maintain our truce until we determine if our knockout blow was delivered. My scouts should report in at any moment.
Snow Raptor, this is Hatchling. Come in, Snow Raptor.
Go ahead, Hatchling.
We spotted the remainder of the enemy force entering the ice fortress. Coordinates attached.
If the remainder of their force is grouping at the ice fortress, they've been badly hurt. It's time to finish them.
The Captain's right. We're not going to get this chance again.
I'm not giving this group a centimeter of purchase. They're all going down.
All right. Our priority target is Master Sav. A cult without its beloved leader is a beast without its head.
Sav is a legend among the Brotherhood. We stranded him in the snow once, and left him for dead in Wampa country. He strangled one with a torn femur, and skinned it with his own claws. He showed up in the ice fortress weeks later, quite alive.
I'll remember that story next time I'm a Wampa.
The point is, Master Sav is not to be underestimated. We'll need you spearheading the attack on him, while we secure the fortress.
We will split into multiple squads, then meet up again in the audience hall. Be warned, the hall is a defensible area. They'll move the big guns there once they know we're attacking.
With all of us coming down on them, they're in for some bad times.
Undoubtedly. Meet with Sergeants Cacho and Enlicker inside the fortress. Their men will reinforce you as you push to the audience hall. Go quickly. Let's not give them time to get back on their feet.
Sergeant Enlicker reporting in, sir. We've received little resistance so far.
Sergeant Cacho reporting in, sir. You got here just in time for the fighting. These here are your unit. Straight on to the audience chamber. We'll fan out to intercept reinforcements.
Time to show these nuts the nutcracker.
Right, taking point.
Sir, now that they're gone, do you seriously expect them to be allies?
Is there something I should be aware of?
I know two things. The first is, if an Imperial wants something, you better not let him have it. Second is, Captain Biron's commanding this outfit. I used to hear about him all the time, back when they had me captured. Yep, you're looking at a veteran here. They used to say Biron was masterful at the ambush.
You think he'll make his move soon?
He wants the fortress. Once they capture it, they're gonna take the turrets and turn them on us. The safe thing to do is, as soon as the Brotherhood is broken, take down Biron's men and grab him as a prisoner. It wouldn't take much. He's back at the base alone, and this lot will fold if we pull it on them surprise-like.
Spread the word then, and wait for my signal.
I'll go keep an eye on that sergeant. You take the boys here.
Isn't this a surprise? The Republic and Imperials all bound together. What's wrong? Getting cold? Need to share body heat?
I'll bet you say that to all the heroic spacers.
Your humor masks fear. Fear that one day people will realize they need neither Empire nor Republic. And your death is one more step on the road to pure liberation.
That's the room, gentlemen. Take the turrets and secure the perimeter.
All units, find an Imperial. Reinforce their positions with small arms. Move out. This is the time. Don't let them dig in.
Now!
Glad you saw through the Imperial's ambush. Lieutenant Kirill will want to hear every detail.
Move a muscle, Captain Biron, and you will be shot. Take his weapon.
Is this how the Republic treats its allies? You have more in common with the Sith than you realize.
I had no knowledge of this plan, Captain, but once begun, it would be suicide not to follow it through in all its aspects.
Sergeant Cacho remembers you as a treacherous snake, Biron. Remember him?
Ah, so this is petty revenge.
It's more about not taking chances with dangerous opponents.
Dangerous? You tell yourself that. You honor nothing and reward betrayers, just as the Sith do.
Take him away, and gag him so he can't listen to the sound of his own voice. That was unpleasant. I never got the impression he was as sadistic as the other Imperials.
I delivered both the Hailstorm Brotherhood and the Imperials to you in one move. Appreciate it.
Indeed, thank you. Using our valuable captive, we can force concessions from the Imperials. With the casualties we inflicted on Biron's soldiers, his outpost is ready to be taken. This is quite a day for the Republic. Well, the Hailstorm Brotherhood's come to an end, and we have no other crisis breathing down our necks. I almost feel relaxed. Been an honor to serve with you. Be careful out there.
Good. I was hoping we'd get someone with real guts. I'm Admiral Revald. The Sabbac with the sunny disposition is my chief engineer, Aram. Welcome to the best place on Hoth.
Shouldn't you be with the fleet?
I should be on the front lines. You see where we are? Take a good look around you. This is the turning point of the war. I don't know how much you've seen of the Republic presence on this snowball, but this is what it's all about. This isn't just a battle for Hoth. We went out here, and we've got the whole war with the Empire in the bag.
What makes this frozen wasteland worth fighting for?
Spread across that ice field is what's left of one of our capital ships. She was carrying a top-secret weapon prototype. The Null Cannon. It can fry all the machinery on a starship without giving the crew so much as a hangnail. With that weapon in our hands, we can push the Empire back to the unknown regions.
You wouldn't still be here if this were a simple salvage mission.
We found the wreckage. Trouble is, pirates got there first, snatched up several pieces of our prototype, striking from a hidden base. We've deployed the Tals and the infantry. They're taking heavy losses out there, and we're not any closer to getting the Null Cannon. We can't allow these thieving scum to leave Hoth with a weapon that can take out any starship in the galaxy.
Got it. Don't even need to write it down.
Sensors detect life forms in the nearby wreckage. The pirates may be making a grab for pieces of the Null Cannon's primary power core.
Keep an eye out for anything that will help us track the scum back to their lair. And contact me once all the fragments of the power core are secure. Go out there and bust some heads.
I've got your power core and a datapad with a location of the pirate hideout, Admiral. Anything else while I'm here?
You made quick work of that motherless space trash. Well done. Now our troops can take the fight to them.
I hate to interrupt, but the data suggests these components were from the ancillary, not main power core. That's bad.
We still kept part of the Null Cannon out of the pirates' hands. It can't be catastrophic.
Worst case scenario? The pirates already have enough of the weapon to make it operational.
You'll have to go into their base after it. Hit those sons of Hutts before they know we're coming.
This sounds like something I could do, for a few more credits.
You'll get them. I'll see to it personally.
That datapad puts the pirate base inside a huge system of ice caverns not far from here.
Half the scum in the galaxy will be in there. Chief Engineer Aram and a squad of Tals will be on your heels. Once the pirates are down, Aram will secure the Null Cannon for transport. It'll be the mother of all fights. Good luck.
Look, neither of us wants to get killed today, right? So why don't we talk this over?
Nobody else in this place has wanted to stop and chat.
My crew is a bit, overeager at times. I'll speak to them about it, I assure you. The survivors, anyway. It so happens that I can give you what you came for without any more of that unpleasant killing business. You want the Republic superweapon? Look around you. This hangar is filled with copies of it. One for every ship in our fleet.
How could that be? It doesn't seem possible.
The Republic doesn't have a monopoly on clever engineers. I propose a trade. You leave here with the weapons, and we leave here with our lives. That's fair, don't you think?
I have a better idea. I take all the weapons and put a stop to you pirates at the same time.
You'll regret this.
The hangar is secure. For now, anyway.
They should have brought more pirates.
Right. Because on Hoth, a day without pirates would be like a day without frostbite. I'd better call in and report.
Aram, that you? Heavy fire. It's a lot of interference. What status?
Sir, we have the Null Cannon, but there's been a complication.
What was the... Breaking up? Secure for immediate...
Blast it! I can't get the signal back. Now what do we do?
That made no sense at all. Try again.
We had no idea the pirates had reverse-engineered the Null Cannon. The forces we have can just about hold this hangar long enough to get the prototype out of here, but the rest of these copies... The other pirates will get here soon, and once they have a weapon that can disable a capital ship, how many innocent people will die?
You got a brilliant plan, right?
The only way to keep the copies out of the pirates' hands is to overload the Null Cannon prototype. Wipe out everything in the hangar at once. The prototype would be fried, but I'd rather spend months fixing it than live knowing that even one of these copies was left behind.
You're right. We can't let even one of these copies fall into the wrong hands.
Stand back. That should do it. I'll go ahead and get the transport ready. I'll see you back at camp.
It's a shame about the prototype. Blasted pirates must have mucked it up.
That's the way the Flatgate crumbles.
Now don't let a little explosion get you down. You've hit the Empire where it hurts today. I've already contacted Republic Command. They know what you've done for us here, and I'll make sure the Senate knows it too.
All I need now is my fee.
Of course. The Republic pays her debts, and don't let anyone tell you different. We'll have the null cannon up and running in no time. You ought to come back and see her in action.
It's going to take months, sir. Maybe a year.
Engineers, always predicting the worst. Mark my words, we will have that null cannon shooting Imperials out of the sky before you know it. You did good work here. If I had a dozen men like you, this war would be over already.